Hi guys, my name is Tracy Fink. I'm a certified wedding planner who's been planning weddings for more than 20 years. I'm also the owner of Weddings by Tracy and the co-founder of Wedding Planner On Call. All right, so if you're planning on having your wedding in the spring or the summer, something you're probably going to have to contend with are those pesky afternoon showers where you get some rain and sometimes a lot of rain. Yuck. Now, with that being said, here in the South, we're kind of used to that. So we have a tradition that you might want to take advantage of, and it's called burying the bourbon. Literally, what you're doing is you're going out and burying a bottle of bourbon at your venue. And then on the day of your wedding, you're unburying it and you're having a sip of it. All right, so there's some tips and advice that I can give that will help make it go just a little bit smoother when you're burying your bourbon. First thing, very important, make sure you let your venue know what you're planning on doing. Don't just show up and start digging a hole in their property and expect them to be okay with it. The last thing you want to do is piss your wedding venue off the month before your wedding. Not a good idea. Make sure you do it 1 month to the day before your wedding. Okay, it can't be before that and it can't be after that. It needs to be a full bottle of bourbon and it has to be real bourbon, okay? But it doesn't matter what type it is, meaning it doesn't matter what the brand name is or anything. It's something that you like. It also doesn't matter how much it is. So if you're not a big bourbon fan, then you can get a cheaper one, or if you are, get a more expensive one. Now, when you bury it, you're going to bury it upside down. So the top of the bottle will actually be going into the ground. Now, what you're going to need to do, and this is important, is make sure you mark the spot where you bury it. I once had a couple who spent a couple of hours the morning of their wedding trying to remember where they buried it, and all they ended up doing is just getting frustrated and not finding the bottle. You definitely do not want to have that happen to you on the morning of your wedding. Finally, make sure you have a shovel the day of your wedding. There's nothing worse than trying to dig up the ground with your bare hands, especially if you have your nails done. Don't do it. Now, what I love about this tradition is that you then take that bottle of bourbon, okay, and you will use it throughout your married life. So for any kind of special occasions, whether it's a graduation or birth or a birthday, anything like that, that bottle will have some sentimental value, which is a nice tradition to have. Now, I can't promise that by burying a bottle of bourbon, you're not going to have rain on your wedding day. But what I can promise you is that you're going to have great memories and really cool photos. So make sure you tell your photographer ahead of time what you're planning on doing so they can be there to capture it for you. If you're interested in more wedding tips, please follow us on Instagram and Facebook. The links are down below. Bye for now.